Broward County never gave me no reason. See, I'm loyal to my city, I'm loyal to my hood. Gotta keep it real, busy has always been good. So I'ma ride this one here like a new song. Listen with some country, y'all, putting my boots on. Now the niggas ran from the county of Broward, but when they got a little money, them niggas was cowards. So them niggas flow, them niggas dead wrong. But I'ma keep holding it down until I'm dead gone. I'ma keep smoking that green to get my head blown. No seed, straight buds in the red zone. You did a lot for me, so I'ma show you love. I should've had longer arms to give you a hug. You're real special to me, and I can't forget. I give y'all respects because you the shit. Sweet home, Broward County. My county, your county. Where the sky is so blue. The sky is so blue. Sweet home, Broward County. My county, your county. I ain't never leaving you. Never leaving you. BROWARDIBELONG to you. You kept me out of trouble in months for 30 years. Know I done did some things some niggas never did. And now I done some shit that should've made me ride. But you was right there with me, you never left my side. And I appreciate it, just wanna let you know. When it was cold, you covered me up, Pompano. POMPANO BEACH, where I stay. BROWARDCOUNTY is where I be. Broward County in the high, put your hands in the air. And wait a motherfuckers like you just don't care. When president is back, if he can make it to the chair, put your votes in, I'ma be the Broward County mayor. Come on, sweet home, Broward County.
Welcome to another Spit Don't Swallow. Tonight's episode, not my topic, not my issue. I have no cards of this topic. I'm just putting my disclaimer out there now. So it looks like we will be missing a co-host due to she's not feeling well. So, Monster, are you ready for tonight's topic?
Heaven that I can never be.
Especially when you picked it.
Ain't it? I don't know now. You know, I got to question my inner thoughts. See, when I told you when you're intrusive, what happens? It comes here and it come out here. So intrusiveness, it's your head.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
why don't you let people know what tonight's topic is?
So tonight's topic is about sweetest taboo. It's basically, us talking about what adults, enjoy doing. It's like it's very secretive and, just want to know, like, do people have that type of special, seductive, sweetest taboo that they want to urge and, put out there? So with that being said,
everybody has their different versions of sweetest taboo.
Yes, they do. It can be mental stimulation, physical. The main thing of taboo is not only just about the trend, but it's also about the comfortability and pleasuring within oneself. So it brings out the best in you. So it's basically like my alter ego. That's what it is. One minute you get this mom and just handling her stuff, this businesswoman, but also you get this other side. It's like, oh my God, this is you. The chain, the whips, the candles. Just being you.
You just letting it all out the bag already, huh?
I mean, that's what it is. That's like that makes me my cookie lion. That's what is my sweetest taboo.
So, how do one find their sweetest?
They have to go within.
Hold on. I ain't get the question out yet. Let's get the question out, so people know, so it don't jumpstart. We know where we finna go at with this. But how do one open up their cookie jar and allow, because technically with the sweetest taboo, you have to know yourself before you allow somebody else to sweeten that pot. So
And that
how do one get in tune with their cookies?
it start off with mental stimulation. First, you have to, all of us curiosity, like the grumpy people used to say, curiosity killed the cat. But you have to be mentally stimulated first. You got those people that always be like, "Oh, I want to try this, but I can't try that," and or they'll see it and they'll get that mental stimulation off of it, and then it's a current. So it would draw different ways, but you have to be comfortable within yourself to be relaxed. Don't care about judgment.
You can be comfortable with yourself, but you also got to trust the person that you're with.
And that's why it takes time to accumulate to that. Some people can just jump like that and just make it happen. As in far as someone who's just exploring, they like to be more of a voyager. They like to watch. They like to get more of the excitement of it, the thrill of it, to understand it. So if
So how do one, okay, just say I'm that person. Just say I want to experiment, I want to try new things, I want to do the candles, I want to go watch. If you do not know how open your partner is, because somebody has to test the waters.
and
How
that's what
do how do you get, do you start it with a conversation or do you go about a show and tell?
first you got to have a conversation. Like I said, the sweetest thing about the taboo is you got to have that mental stimulation first. It has to be off a vibe with another your mate or person that you're gonna be with. You can't just some people just got it where they can just switch on it and just do it. But then you got to warm other people up into it. So the dialogue of it is you got to have that conversation first. You can't just, you know, hey, I want to try this. This is what's going to happen. No, because you either going to steal your mate off or, they're going to question it. But also about that, when I was talking about mental stimulation and comfortability in yourself, you got to understand you're going to be in a vulnerable state. You're going to be in a place where, like, okay, I'm going to give a part of me to someone else. So vulnerability plays a lot in the role of it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Comfortable with yourself and also understand that you might be judged, but as long as you know the purities of yourself and to do what you want to do, that's what makes it fun. But the main thing is you got to conversate with them about that. That's the biggest thing, communication.
True, but when people assume they know how you will act or what you will say, that conversation never comes up.
Because they don't want to take that step out that box. They're so used to reputations and how to you got to uphold a look or a facade for people, and
No,
that's the
I don't
nope.
think you heard the question.
What's the question?
The question was, how do a partner bring that up? Because one, you have some people that already think because they know their partner or the person they dealing with, they automatically know what their response is without even asking or having that conversation. So
So
how
how
can
can
that conversation be had when there's already a prejudge on it?
well you That's when those are vulnerable moments. Like I said, those are moments where it's one of them least expected moments. My encounter of having to be comfortable was one of those moments. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I had to have a conversation with my mate, like, look, I want to enjoy and explore everything. I know that, missionary and one partner is fun and we doing what we doing. I want to escalate and enhance my stimulation. Are you willing to take this ride with me? Now, you get that type of conversation being said, yes, they're gonna have questions, but I'm not fulfilling or I'm not this. No, I want you to succeed the horizon for both of us, our intimacy level. Because you don't want to have mediocre, like you don't want this regular thing with each other. You want to spice it up. That's what keeps relationships going. So
But
you
doesn't
got
that open up the door for them to explore without you? Because most people take that as a goal.
no, but that's why you got to be very firm and in depth with it, and you also got to set your boundaries. Everybody got to come at an agreement because you got some, they taboos is we can be full swap, or you might have that ones where the man can actually go out and enjoy himself, and then you got some now that the women can go out.
Yeah,
You know,
but I've met some people who were couples, but they turned around and one broke their rule.
it's because they didn't set their firm boundaries.
They set boundaries.
They set boundaries well,
Temptation is a motherfucker.
but what they must then do was acclimate it or actually reassure them. Because reassurance is a motherfucker. But it was somewhere in that point where they done felt comfortable that they might have piggybacked off of how they wanted to do this. That's why I say you have to be very careful with your words when you breaking into this. You can't just say, "Oh, you know what? I want to explore more things." Okay, some people the first thing they're gonna think is, "Oh, I can go fuck somebody else." Like, whoa, 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 Kimosabi, let's talk about this. It's levels of it. But if you got an understanding that that's your mate, you don't have nothing, you're comfortable in your space as your position is, it really won't matter to you because you know that person in that position. It depends on how they are to you. That's why I say communication is the most stimulating part of your whole moment.
But see, that's taking it back to the old school days. Cause back then they was doing the same thing. The difference was Papa was taking care of both households.
But see,
So
if we
how is it? Hold on. How is the main person getting the benefit when he's doing the same thing to both houses?
and like I said, it is bigger than what the stimulation is. Like I
Yeah,
said, he's a man. Men are hunters.
true. But the thing about it is the difference between men and women is men can have multiple feelings for the two to have the same feeling for two different people. A female is not going to do it.
You got women out there that will have it.
And there's levels to the reasons why. I'm looking at it as both sides because again I've been on both sides of the spectrum, so I understand. But I'm asking questions that the person who don't understand that life or don't want nothing to do with that or is aversion to that line of life, these are the questions that they will actually ask, because you got to look at it is everybody's not as open. Everybody doesn't try anything, because I know of a lady that was in her 30s that was a virgin until she got married. It's rare, but she was over 35 when she was about 35 when she got married. So that's why I say, and yes, she had stimulation. Yes, Taboo attacked her, but it was mind over matter. That's why I say temptation is a motherfucker, because she had a fiance twice. She done read one of my poems several times. So how do it's it's levels, but it's something that gets people there. There's a trust that gets you to open that door. It's a understanding that you won't cross me, because a person can say, yeah, they'll do it all day long, but what you don't know behind closed doors is something totally different. And we can always say it doesn't matter because we on two different levels. Let's just be a call a spade a spade. A female level and a man level are totally two different.
Yeah, because we off emotions when men are off of logic.
True. And not all women are off emotions.
Whew. Well,
Ninety
you
percent of them are, but there you got some tough cookies that they don't
out,
they don't
out.
play chess by emotions. They play chess by the cards that's dealt. Emotions get pushed back to after all the madness get done and the shit is settled. So it's I always say there's three types of women. You have that 10% that's are women but was raised by men. So technically they got that tomboy mentality, but where yeah, they do get rocked, but they get rocked behind closed door when nobody sees it and you will never know. So you don't know if they have fucking emotions, they hard as a rock, or they don't have feelings at all. Then you got these women that just have too much fucking emotions that just make all women look bad because there's too many of them. So they don't know how to not react without emotions. Then you got this other percent of women where they get hurt and they go for revenge. Because you got to think about it. Yes, an emotional motherfucker is going to do something, but she's going to do something. I call it stupid tax. She's going to break your window. For what? You going to take them back. You're going to be right back in the car. So you're going to help them pay for it. Why damage that? But when you
Because
got, go ahead.
they can't. That's why I said they have to manage their emotions.
Yeah.
Everybody got you got to, like I said, we got to unlearn from what we saw, what we done picked up growing up from past relationships and everything. But the main focus in that is managing your emotions. Like prime example, I grew up in a household by four uncles. I have four of the most hoish uncles in the world, dog. And everything that I seen them do, and they would even pull us to the side, be like, "Yo, don't accept this, don't do this, don't let no nigga do this." But I'm seeing you do this, the women. So as you were saying, I'm that 10%. I'm that
Mm-hmm.
one that you know. Hey, okay, bitch, you just take your air, take your air. We'll cry this shit out, get it back together in line. But I've also been that one with that full emotion, that full crash out. Bitch, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not busting out no window. I'm gonna tell you shit. I'm gonna throw a fire. I'm gonna turn it. And at the end, yeah, it's all about that emotion. It's that emotion that done came up. That's a chemical reaction.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have like I said, that communication and that wares of where you can be assured and that you understand, like, be honest in the beginning. Just be that person from the beginning. So they won't have to figure it out. I look at it as it is baby steps, but let it be known. You can shoot out hints when you're doing it. That intrigue the conversation. So how about you? How do you feel about married people with these taboos?
I gotta be honest.
It's called orgasm, right? Unfiltered, right?
I gotta be honest.
Let's just
Mm.
be honest. Let's be real. Oh Lord, we had the light. Let me hit the ball.
Oh God. Why did I allow you to put this topic? What was the question?
How do you feel about just people in relationships in general
Oh, now you see
being?
this question.
Because I said married people,
I
but
know what you said, but I know what that led to because I had to be honest about that because
let's read
I
out
kind of
then.
know. I kind of know of that a little
Oh,
bit.
well, speak on it. Speak on it.
Well,
Clear it up. Speak on it. We got a big girl glass, so I know you have to speak on it.
I was really trying to dodge this part of the conversation.
No, you know what? That's why I bought the buzzer. That was the buzzer, Ratchet.
Well, to be honest, I can actually say my first encounter of taboo, I won't say the first, I will say walled down of understanding different levels of different things and understanding things I wasn't educated on, but I was curious on. So that was kind of my curiosity. So I intertwined and dated a married couple.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
um, but the way that let me rephrase that. The steps that was took, um, it was very delicate. It was very educational. It was slow, um, and comfortable. I didn't jump at first, but he was a little bit adamant. We kind of the conversation wasn't about that. The conversation was about life. We was able to discuss any and everything, joke around, and then he was sliding in. Um, I think he kind of caught me on a tipsy day where we was conversating, and I was like, "Sure, I'll have a conversation. I'll hear it out." And that was the first like. It wasn't a no because any other time he'd be like, "Nah, oh, that was the question," or some other time. But this particular time, I was like, "I'll listen." So they made a chat. She introduced herself. She allowed him to lead, where they were more educated. They've been in it for a while. Um, it was just that I learned that you had to befriend both in different levels. You had to get to know both in different levels, so therefore them different levels can come into three. Um, I hung out with her, I hung out with him, we hung out together, and then eventually it built. Um, it was the different. It was different, but it was kind of both the best worlds. Um, wasn't the right fit, but it lasted for about maybe a year and a half, give or take, with everything. Even like the talking process of everything, about a year and a half. But it was an interesting process, but I learned a lot. But I learned the correct way. I learned the difference between what it could have been and what it should have been in the whole goal. So it, like I said, it worked, but me and him clashed. Me and her we was good, but it's like friendship wise, I had a closer friendship with him, and I would rather had it a little bit more with both. So, like I say, it's different for each person, but all depends on how it's brought to you, and it was more of a mental um than anything, and I think that's probably what drew me in is because it was mental on both ends. Well, all
Well,
three.
and that's why I said they actually was delicate about the situation because, like I said, taboos is different levels to it. It's just about just being a lifestyle or just being polygamy or just being out here, just being you, just in your sexuality and your comfortability. It's the level of psychological. I call it. Oh man, it gets the blood pumping. That's the ego. It's the ego driven. Like that's a whole different. How can I say this? Not even an ejaculation, but an orgasm of
It is
excitement.
because when you can actually stimulate the mind before you can stimulate the body,
That shit is sexy.
yeah,
That that is some erotic. Just it's beautiful, and like everybody's like, "Oh, it's a vibe. It's a vibe." No, it's a different vibe,
it's a
and
different level because each when it gets down to the physical, it's a whole different roller coaster.
yeah.
So
And
each level is a different elevate.
so, with that being said,
Oh
what do
Lord.
you prefer? As in,
Why is you
I
still on me?
no, because it's me too. Because you can ask your questions. Because I done been in that boat. I was actually my first encounter was actually a young lady approached me. It was actually I was out and about. The young lady gave me a compliment, and I was just like, okay, how you doing or whatever. And I was like, you know, I've already had curiosity of dealing with a female. However, I've always been that one like, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. It happens, it happens. So when it actually happened, it was like, yeah, I was, I had my little drinky drink. I was a little lit and tipsy. So I'm conversating a little bit with her, doing a little whoop de whoop or whatever. And as us having that conversation, it was like she just came straight forward and was like, "You ever been with a girl?" And I was like, "No, not intimately. Like I done hug one. We done got to the foreplay, but actual intimacy, it was no. So it just happened. Like I had a one night stand with the chick and we switched numbers. However, that's when I found out it's like, oh, just wanted to let you know I got a husband. And I was like, oh baby. I was like, all right. So thank you for informing me. This to me, it was like that's the end of the conversation. We are like, okay, we done did what we did. You got a whole man. Go back home now. And then it got to the point where she was like, no, I still enjoy you. I'm like, baby, you got a whole man. I don't have to answer nobody at the time. I ain't got no mate that I gotta question them or tell them what I'm doing. How I'm doing it. It is what it is. But we end up conversating more and actually being more intimate more than what we, just was doing our thing. And then, one day her husband was just like, she was like, I want to introduce you to my husband. So we, all had coffee, went out and we just had the conversation and like, they was already in the lifestyle, but the wife was more of the aggressor. She was more of the lead than the husband was. So I think,
Don't you know a lot of women's introduce their husbands to their lifestyle or they mate?
yeah, they
And
definitely do.
most people think it's the men.
No,
He
it's
just
women.
it's the women, but he just done don't deal with her anymore and he done stayed in it.
Yeah, but you also got women are also that's when they are more. I call it vulnerable. Like that's when they let their hair down. I noticed that a lot of women will go ahead and show that side of them, like they gotta prove it, but then at the end it feel like it's gonna backfire
It does backfire. Half of the time it backfire.
because they didn't have the conversation. See me, I'm the type I'm very for it. Hey, this is me, this is what I like, this is what I like to do. Now, if we do become learn term and get to the physical attraction, will you be able to understand and stimulate with that? Because some can't. They all for the yeah until it actually happens. Because I've
That's why
been
that's why I asked what I asked because it's yeah until it happens and then them two done snuck off. I've listen. I know people who done enter that and it done backfired on him. Well, the two girls are sneakily dealing with each other with behind his back, or vice versa. He's dealing with the chick behind his girlfriend back. But each way, it still bombshelled. Because at the end, nobody got nobody. Because somebody felt betrayed due to the simple fact of how what they sneakiness and what they did behind closed doors without the
and
other one. And they could have
and
brought all three of them and had a blast, but the whole point of being sneaky is gonna make somebody feel some type of way.
and that's where the issues come in at because if you know you have a territorial mate or got somebody that is brand new to this, even if they can sit up there. I know some people that look. I know me. I'ma just use me as an example,
But
baby.
these are people that's not lifestylers or in poly. These are just regular people that want to test something or want to open up the door. So they don't know any better. But you can't.
Yeah,
You
and
still don't say it's. You don't still say it's okay.
no, because that's why you have to educate yourself and actually understand that your partner needs to know, like, this is what it is. Now, if you say you comfortable with it, and then it be a second thing, then you shouldn't have not lead a person on. You don't need to lead on.
That,
Because
or if they leave it, if they say you only do it when we're together, then don't sneak and go do it behind.
yes, and that's why I said you have to be open. When you open that door, you have to also keep reassuring that comfort of that person. Because you might go ahead and y'all have a threesome. Or y'all come out and say, prime example, when y'all dating, yeah, you can't say nothing. Y'all dating unless y'all make it exclusive. And that's where people get their feelings hurt. Once you get exclusive and then you want to start doing it, you can't, baby. It's now you're a team.
I think sometimes the level of respect doesn't sharpen.
It's because they use that dialogue of what done happened to them prior and prior relations and what they can get away with and don't understand that it takes discipline when you are also in your taboos as a couple. You got to understand that, you know, how would I feel if my mate did this?
So let me ask you this. Is it okay for one to say they don't want to do it anymore, and the other person's supposed to accept it and stop? Or is it okay for them to keep going?
That's where you have that conversation of, you know, where this level of this relationship is. Because you got some that is willing to walk away with their mate. But you also have those that, hey, the wife or the boyfriend or the husband, you know, they done pulled away from the lifestyle and they accept, you know, that their mate is still active. Not just on in the lifestyle, but just, you know, just getting their adrenaline high. However, you got to understand too, you got to communicate. That is the biggest thing. A lot of times people will say that they communicating they wants, they needs, they urges, but they it's not a nitpick, but they throw little peas of it. They don't actually be aware of, okay, this is what I'm wanting to do. Okay, this person brought me into this. I don't want to leave it. How do I say it? You know, you got to talk about it. Now, if that person decides to stay or not stay, you know, you let them know. It be what it be. But you got to communicate that. It's the sources of it. Now, hey,
Hey y'all.
Hey,
hey,
hey.
boo.
Good
Girl,
morning.
you want the first you get married.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Look like you were struggling over there.
Girl, struggle with in the world. You see how she just wiped their head like, oh, I'm late. I'm here. I'm here.
I'm here. I'm here. That nap was everything, but I'm here.
Nap be
Amen.
napping. That I recommend highly recommend that for all adults. Those are highly
I like
recommended.
red hair. Come on, Jessica
Yeah.
Rabbits.
Yeah, the red hairs for tonight's conversation.
Oh, well let me get in deep. Come on. Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
take some of this heat off me.
Oh, this one gonna
Uh-uh.
get it too. So the
No, no.
conversation,
No, no.
yes, yes. So the conversation tonight is sweetest taboo. A little Sade for you. So my thing is, you know, taboos is a sexual excitement of a person's pleasures to a best ability of a person. So as a sexual taboos, not just only sexuals, because you can also have mental taboo.
Yeah,
What do
I
you
actually have
do?
a story.
The stimulation.
Yeah,
I have a
Oh,
quick
yeah.
story
well, let's
about
hear it.
about about that. Um,
You should. You are walking one.
Go to hell. I
Vacation there.
had went for a job interview, and it was me and a chick there.
Oh,
I knew she was married. But we both had interviews. I was filling out, she was filling out paperwork when I had my interview. I was filling out paperwork when she had her interview because I had got hired. So we had done started, but like new people, y'all, you get together like to do lunch together just to get to know each other because we was the only black ones in that office at that time. So I should have known something was wrong from day one, but I ain't paid attention. She was like, "No, I got you. I'll pay for lunch." I looked at her, I was like, "No." I was like, "I'll just pay for tomorrow." Not thinking of it. So tomorrow came, she paid for lunch. The next day came, she paid for lunch. So she had I guess sent a home girl, which was um she was a full dyke, but she was cool as hell. But we used to sit like next to each other. And I'll just say Tasha sat behind us. So them two knew each other a couple of years. So she used to throw hints at me. It was like, your girlfriend talking to you. It ain't my girlfriend. So it's like I'm not really paying it no mind because we all used to joke. But I knew she was married, but I found out she was bisexual. I knew she was fully gay, so they joked. So I didn't really pay it no attention. And then we had a manager that was a butch. So I didn't, the office was full of mixture. So I didn't really pay like the little joke in any mind until she got mad. She came over there and had a little note and put it on my desk. Well, like, I don't appreciate you talking to my homegirl more than you talk to me and you giving her more attention. Wait a minute.
That ain't a taboo. That's an obsession. But that ain't no
But
taboo.
that was I guess a way because one, she knew her homegirl. So she knew if she didn't say anything, I guess her homegirl would be after me. Like again, kind of find out that's the one that broke her in.
Bitches around here being clear.
So I didn't know none of this.
oh,
So I laughed it
not that
off and she
much.
looked at me like I laughed it off. She was like, "Ha ha, hell, I'm dead ass serious." I was like, "Oh, okay." She like, "What I told you. I told you she was back there pissing her off." So
Oh,
we talked for a moment because again, I had a boyfriend, she had a husband, but it was my curiosity. So it was more of a mental,
oh,
whether like the conversation, she sent flowers to the job on Valentine's Day. But then I saw the conflict because the chick that had done came to the job. And it wasn't to start anything. She used the kids as she needed something, but she used the kids to come in to get money, so therefore she can figure out who was getting the girl attention. So it was funny at first, but then I realized that
You finna be on Fatal Attraction.
yeah.
That rabbit was finna be cooked. Cause
And
that
then
was
the thing about it is, again, dude didn't know anything. This was like my first encounter with a female, but it was more of a conversations, understanding, teaching, asking questions, getting to know. So it was like more of she was giving me the answers to all my questions. We was getting to know each other. So it never got sexual or physical or emotional. It was just, it was a taboo moment. But it was years later that I opened that other door.
So, with that being said, because I'm coming to you with this, as being a poet and, and and being the stimulant that you are, like I said, I know you can write school lullabies, or you can write some 50 Shades of Grey. Where do you fit? Where do you feel that taboos or the eroticness of your writing fits into this description?
And then how do I
Articulate it mentally before you write it. Do is it something that just comes off of feeling? Is it a past moment that
some
because we
it's a mixture. Um it's a mixture. Um it could be it could be me watching a movie, and certain, as females, we can sit up there and say another female is fine or cute. But you have, sometimes you have that one that walk by, or that she's on TV, or that gets that tingle. So it may come from that. It may come from a old thought, a flashback, or something I've been in, but something that I might have not wanted to do or didn't do. And it's because, like I say, it's a lot of the times, for a person to really open up and to give a person completely themselves, it's already hard giving it to one person. And when you're doing it to another, you gotta,
It's
I'm big on
the
energy.
internet.
I'm big on energy. I'm big on connections. So if it don't feel right or something's off, ain't nothing gonna budge.
So I got a question for you, lady. What is your desired taboo your taboo fantasy that you want to fulfill?
What that question for?
The board?
Wait. I missed it because y'all know Xfinity ain't shit. What happened? Who got a fantasy? Ludacris and them?
That's it. I asked the panel, what is your
Who got a fantasy?
everybody have fantasies. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody has them. You can. I don't care how you like them, but everybody got them. But what is your taboo fantasy? Whether it's a mental, physical annihilation, like what is your fantasy?
Pause. Because it's what haven't you done? That's the question.
My goal is to have an audience. Like not no little audience. I want to be in line in a store during like Black Friday, and I'm in the store,
A
and
spectator sport.
huh?
A spectator sport.
Yeah, I
I'm watching.
my taboo moment is I want to become a voyager. where it just happens anywhere. I can I could be in the grocery store. We can stand in this line. I'm not wearing no panties, and I'm getting tooted over the grocery cart. And Grandma
It's
Betty
getting
is right
that HBO.
behind. But you know, I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them. Like you got to be excited. Like I said, I want to be in the middle of a store during a big ass raid, being at Black Friday in the store, and it just happened, and it's just they cheering you on, or park in
One
front of the
of,
store.
one of mine is in an airplane.
Oh, the My High Club.
The
Oh,
Mile High
baby.
Club. I done did.
All right.
I done had that. The Mile High Club.
That is
Yes, it's
that
exhilarating. It is very much.
I'm pretty sure it's not so much different as a high-rise building.
shit. Me, that turbulence hit
It's
different.
a thrill of not getting caught. It's a not
Yeah,
getting
but
caught for me.
but it depends on the high-rise too. If you out the door,
I had over the balcony that on the high
but
rise.
you
I
got to
over the balcony
remember it
looking
all
down.
depends on the location.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to the
yeah,
location where everybody can still see.
I was
that is another thing that is sexy too. Having the curtains open and people just walking by. You be like, oh, and you just wait because you're in that position, and it just
Hey y'all, bow,
put
bow.
the chips under the door. Put the chips under the door. I just think that is real. It's real. You got
It
some,
is.
some people taboos are going to the exotic beach and new beaches, and that's it could be a bit easy.
Did
Now
that?
I haven't got there yet.
What, a new
I'm
beach?
just yes, I had, and I
You
didn't
ain't
know
tell me
that was
I don't beat you there.
girl. And I got one name after me that
Yeah, all that
everybody
stuff, 'cause
goes
I ain't
to.
been there yet either.
But I'm ready. Wait till
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
been there
get
yet
there.
either.
How I don't skip?
I never been there.
How y'all done did everything but skip the first thing you should have started with was the new beach.
No,
I
because my
ain't
my
been there.
goal, my main goal was to just get the person first. Like I done been out with a mate where it,
No, not the good.
no, it was actually a Taz event. It was actually a Taz event. Um, me and my
Topless
home,
pool party.
What's that? The pool was it?
yeah,
Topless
nothing but
pool
hey.
party. I have an annual every.
That's what it was.
And I get invited every year, and I never show up.
Uh-huh.
I never show up.
But this,
So this
but this
year,
time.
she-
Mm-hmm.
but this time she was like, you know what? I'm gonna just tell you to come, but I know you're not coming. So I was like, all right, I'm not coming. She didn't know I was really coming to her
But you
party.
came twice. You came in the door, and then you came again.
Yeah, girl, I came multiple times. I done came at a railroad track while
Oh,
getting filmed, and yeah. That's it. Shout out to my cameraman, niggas
come on,
dangerous.
Taz Production.
But I done been in positions where I done had I was
Hold on, time out. Time out. See, this is the fucked up shit. I done had all types of party, and it always seems something to go down, and I don't never catch it. But I
because
always
it
find
left
out.
the building. It left the building. It happened when you was kicking people out.
Y'all ain't got
It
to go
happened
home,
so
but
smooth. It was a smooth. It was so smooth. That thing was smoother than castor oil and baby oil, baby. That it was some Diddy type shit. It happened so easy.
I
And
might go
what?
to my tagline. My tagline is "We get you right to end your night."
Yeah.
And
Well, I passed
all
that.
it,
My
and that's for
night.
all.
My night turned into a whole nother day. But
I bet
that
it
was
did. Sure, you might got
let's just
morning.
say, no, it was literally like 8:30. Like
Oh,
we were driving back on the highway and everybody like, so you want something to eat?
not
Yeah.
my point.
That
Not
was
my
one of them moments like, you hungry, lady? You want something? We finna get something to eat. You want something to eat? Yeah? Okay. Hey, we're gonna get her something to eat too. She did her due diligence, so we do gotta feed her.
you play her
Um,
part.
yeah, she did her day. You
Right.
So
know,
that means I need to retire from these parties. Those
No,
no,
parties, I think I need
no,
to retire
no.
from. See what
Uh-uh.
no,
happens? See what
Don't
happens?
retire.
And
don't
You
look,
should
retire
do
now.
it every year.
they keep asking me when is the t-shirt and panties off events coming back.
Oh, come on, Dina.
And
Do
it
you
don't be
answer?
nan t-shirt or nan
Maybe that's
goddamn
a
penny
lady.
at the damn door. Girl, you walk
No,
in, it's like it looked like one of them Uncle Luke videos
no,
that you
I
couldn't
only
walk
had
with.
no that
Not
one.
no
I
cute
only
grill.
had one. I only had one come in, no panties. The whole thing was come with everything else but panties.
That
G-string,
thing,
boy shorts, lingerie,
I love a
skirt,
good boy short.
but no panties. I had one that came with nothing,
Oh,
and her hot coochie ass sat on my lap. So that's how I knew she didn't have on none.
oh,
that's the drugs. That was the
that's the
drugs. When you
warm.
play hot coochie, that was drugs.
It's
That was
warm.
already. Because look, regular coochie is not gonna be warm. Bitch, warm coochie is the drugs. I'm just letting you know. I know this from personal usage. It's a whole different ball game.
When it's warm, maybe, maybe. When
Yeah,
you get that.
it's now if it turns into Little Caesars hot and ready, baby, that's real drugs. That's yeah. That's Purple Pills, Upper Hill, and everybody, Lil Wayne and Coke Cobain. That's a great night.
It's a wonderful night. Good
Yeah,
morning.
that's
Good morning.
that you wake up like we really did this shit.
Yeah.
We really it happened. So,
What's your
lady,
name again?
I shit. I'd ask a young lady that.
'Cause-
Like,
'cause
we did all
that's
this.
what
What's your
happened
name?
was. What's your
I
name?
done, I
I'm
done,
sorry, sweetie. What's your name?
it was, oh, yeah, her throat was full, so I didn't even want to know her name. So, I don't care. It's not my problem, not my kid. Um, so, you know, it is what it is. But,
Right. Cause
so,
girl, don't call me tomorrow.
huh?
Don't call.
You know what?
Yeah, Luther
I,
only for one night.
you know what? And that's the thing that I was talking about with threesomes. I know of them, don't remember them, but we can remember the story after we see the video, and then we like, I don't know the name, but I remember the body, and they spoke to me, but I don't speak to them because don't you got a nigga? I look at pictures. Oh, you're a whole happy couple. Me and my nigga slutted you out. On to the next agenda. But speaking of agendas, y'all ain't getting the agenda of my question. What is your taboo besides the Mile High Club? Mile High Club.
Again, Luther only for one night.
Mm.
Cause
I
Do
don't
y'all
know.
feel you don't? What you do? You don't know.
I don't know.
What do you feel that? Okay, because this gonna get touchy. Can you be religious and be comfortable with doing the taboo?
Why not? I believe It all depends on how you're raised with religion, because I was raised not to judge. He's gonna accept you for who you are. Um, I had an uncle born and raised in church that was gay. So he was in the choir, he enjoyed life. He lived to the fullest. So I've seen it done. So it's not that you can't do it. People sometimes choose the wrong church. And I say that because church sometimes bring the house of devils. They only dare to cover up a mask to say they go to church, but they're not there to receive the word and live of what the word actually is and what it means.
Oh,
I
church
agree.
people is freaks. They the biggest
Yeah,
freaks.
I agree.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they are.
mean, yeah,
No,
they
wait a minute. Hold on. Back up. That's just theory.
that is facts, and I can prove those facts.
Prove it.
I had one. She was just so wholesome, praise the Lord, and all of this. We went out, and it turned from oh girls' night out to we over there Edward Scissorhanding, and then next thing you know, some body parts got called, and then yeah, and
Who
we
who,
we went to church.
who
We went
started
to
it?
church.
Who
I did,
started it?
I did,
You did.
but they was curious though because they
You
How you
started
always.
know?
it.
I
How you know?
know I am a starter. I can smell. I can
Smell.
smell someone that
With the
wants
rock.
the.
So you turned that lady out.
I didn't turn her out. I didn't turn her out. I just
Open
introduced
up
her.
that door.
I just gave her an answer to her question.
Did she ask you?
Yeah, because I already know
Oh, you
she
did.
already peeping,
Ping
but
her.
she was
What you mean she already peeping?
look. I can come. This young lady knew me outside too. She knew me outside of church. So this is before like oh holier than thou and everything. I know this young lady was, a good person, stable. I met she was a good girl that end up with the ratchet boys. But the boyfriends will come to the boyfriends will never show up to church because it's an image she had to keep up. When I seen you with your mate, I already knew who you were, how you actually carry yourself. Because, like I said, a lot of these lovely Christian people, they have the bad boys on their arm.
This
But
is true.
what I saw in her was she always did the compliments and, oh, I wish I had your shape and I wish I could do. Mind you, now she was thicker than a bitch. That thing was super thick. And I was just like, okay, young lady, I'm
Make room.
comfortable with myself. Don't test me. I don't know if this supposed to be a benediction or when you go get some dick in you, but it's gotta happen, ma'am. Like, don't get comfortable over here with me. I'm gonna have you over here in front of the pulpit preaching, and my hands gonna be and legs gonna be prayer hands, and I'm gonna lay hands on you. So yeah. So one night we went out,
Amen.
and she was like, you know what? I just want to try something, but I don't know how I want to try it. And I was like, what you talking about? What you want to try? She was like, I heard that females are more passionate.
And they are.
And I was
Eh,
like, intimate wise, yes. So she was like, I'm just gonna find one. And I was like, well, have you ever touched another female? And I'm roping you in. I'm gonna rope you in,
Not the Ronnie,
especially
Yeah,
not the
you was
Ronnie Hoko.
already. She was.
Not
Yeah,
the
you.
Ronnie Hoko.
She was already
It's
plugged.
Not
Yeah,
the
she was
Ronnie
already
Hoko.
there, but it was the roping of, okay, we finna do this. I'm not finna sit up here and give you all the gems and you finna just go out here and just have a rough start. I'm gonna christen you, and then you can go get muddied and sweat it out. I don't care what you do after I done did it. Because I
It's
already
giving
knew
Ronnie.
that.
It's giving Ronnie and Diamond, not them Ronnie Hokos. That's what it's
Yeah,
giving.
yes. And sometimes, and that's my erotic taboo that
We
I turn. That's my alter ego when it comes to that sexually dominant alpha female. I'm running.
that R on their chest. I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. And it's sometimes that's intimidating,
Yeah, I love a
and
good notch under
especially
my
in
belt.
relationship, it's very intimidating. Because I'm one of those girls that, hey, my dude, I'm gonna go holler at that.
You
And
see
then
that?
I get
We
the
see that. You get that.
and it's either or. It's gonna be either one of us. One of us gonna go get that goal. Now, if I see
You
that
get that.
goal is denied, okay, that's cute. Still got round two. The second person runner up. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try this again. So if I want it, I'm going to get it.
I agree.
That used
You
to be
got
my mom.
Whew, I'm learning. That Gemini not with it, but I'm learning. I'm
and
very
that's
much.
why
I love a challenge.
you got to. And with that, with taboos, it's just like I said, it ain't nothing but taboos ain't nothing but an alter ego, just on steroids.
I agree.
But how you eradicate it is different. Because I love to be a sensual person, and then next thing you know, my mate is that dominant aggressor. I want that to be. So that's even if we decide to have an adult encounter and we get a mate or we grab a young lady or whatever and have fun because that's where it is. Like me comfortably with myself, I'm a pansexual. So I'm attracted to any and everything. Some people look at me and be like, man, woman, child, monkey, baby, it's all a while. But they don't understand that to be intimate as a pansexual, it is so much of a mental stimulation.
Freeing. Like I look at Neo and I'm like, damn, he's finally free.
Yes. And
He's finally free.
another,
Yeah.
he kept it cute. But another person that a lot of people looking at, Wayne
Gay.
Brady. Wayne Brady.
Yeah.
He is
Except
living
gay.
his best life. And I love it that when people can actually be comfortable within themselves and then they don't have to push it on anybody. They enjoy it
Mhm.
and reap the fruits of their labor.
Right.
But that's why I'm saying I enjoy that a mate that I have, I can be my full self. But like me and Taz were talking about earlier, it can actually backfire because I'm one that, yeah, I love the girls, and that's the girl, and then next thing you know, you fucking bitches behind my back, and it's like, yo,
What happened? Communication. It said backfired
and
on me.
and then I have to have my Kevin Gates moment. You knew what you were getting with, little bitch. Like you knew this, but I also have to understand that it's not only just my heart and my emotion that I'm putting into this. I have to be
Right.
grown about the
Oh, you
situation.
back? Yeah. Where you at? Where you
So,
at?
as I see that you had a stimulation piece that you had out there. Can can you can I get a rose from you? Can I get a rose from you? I
I
got
got called though.
tonight. I got them tonight. I got them everywhere. I've been cleaning up on aisle 3 for the last week and a half for all the erotic ladies and guests that we done had from nasty to
So let me ask. Let me ask a
the
question.
basement.
When don't you fulfill that taboo?
who don't feel it? I'm gonna feel it. Hell no.
Sometimes you can want it, but everything ain't worth jumping the gate for. So when do you not jump that gate?
I'm
Is there
gonna jump. I'm not finna be that one that's going to straddle the fence. I'm going again. I am a alpha female. I am going to make it happen. Now,
Every
the
time.
question is it going to be with you or without you? And it's also the level of being where we at in our intimacy. Cause we still over here in the cupcake phase, and I done did every derogatory, uncensored tip drill, unliable stuff to you, and I want you to explore my side, and you not ready for that. Oh, you gotta go. Or you can sit there and be my cheerleader. That's it.
Oh, that's
Because
all. That's it. That's all.
you have it's because if I like I said, when you in that courting stage, like we said, that courting stages, you're gonna go ahead and some people now, I know everyone don't like to do this. You got to put shit out there to the forefront because you got people that will sit up there and portray this type of thing, and then when it's time to get in the paint, it's like, whoa, hold on there, pump your brakes. I'm not ready for this, or like you said, Taz, earlier, you want to remove yourself. I could totally understand it, and we can have that conversation. However, if I'm not in the space where I'm not getting satisfied or not continually to be stimulated to where I need to be at, and you're not wanting to fulfill that, then please exit left.
What we doing?
What?
What we saving it?
You can
Talk
go.
your shit. Talk your shit, chef. Talk your shit, chef.
Cause no. You gonna tell that story?
What we doing? We saving it. What
You
we saving
tell
it
that
for?
story?
We wasting time.
Don't tell that
energy,
story.
and
Don't do
all this
that.
Shit. We got things to do.
No, we
Let's
don't.
get to it. What the fuck?
That's the Gemini.
Yes.
That's the Gemini.
Yes. 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 Lord.
Get out the way,
I didn't know
bitches.
the wine guy can speak. The wine guy done spoken.
I drink to that.
Yes, sir. Hey, go,
Damn,
sir.
Gemini.
Click it to the phone. Click it to the phone.
Not get your ass.
Get your ass out the way. Goddamn Gemini.
So-
Shit, man.
Let the
So
story
y'all
be told. Get out the way, Peaches.
No, but she gonna tell the whole story. No, you can't tell that story.
I swear to tell
Talk
the
your
truth, the
shit,
whole
sir.
truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, sexaholics. Tell the
No,
truth.
Alex.
Tell the truth.
Speak.
No.
Continue.
We could already kind of tell where the story gonna go and what you trying to hush it, Peaches.
Cause it's too much.
You don't want to pass the note? Okay, Ebony. You trying to be Ebony now?
Know.
You
Right.
don't want to go to Junior's party?
I don't want
You
to
ain't. You just came here to dance.
Dance and
That's
it.
it.
Nah, bitch.
I just kind of dance
Then
and
it's
that's
bend
it.
over, bust it wide open.
Backhand mouse.
All that. We want to see what's popping and locking. We want to see what's in there. What?
But as y'all is in a couple, y'all taboos. Have y'all fulfilled y'all taboos that y'all been looking for or interested in doing? Have y'all fulfilled it, or y'all working on it?
We working on it. We got some things to do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna exit left on that one. I'm not, because I seen that whole Facebook like it was gonna choke slam me.
No,
Sorry.
no,
No.
we're not gonna exit up because what happens is, don't look at me. The Gemini does not. will say, yeah, but the Virgo will be like, oh, we're gonna do it. No, it ain't gonna happen.
It will.
Oh, the sun, moon, and rising. Oh, okay. Never mind. Y'all are violent. Oh God. How does that? So how does that work out? Because Geminis can also flip that on you too. Be like, you know what? Fuck no.
Yeah, flip you. And yeah, if you just let it happen, we could flip you too. You ain't said nothing.
Cause see,
Don't get bashful and shy.
I'm not bashful.
For real.
What
Took the word right out my mouth. Don't get quiet now.
You know.
Did you? Hello.
Don't get quiet now.
No.
Who?
We got some
Who
things.
don't get quiet?
She over the Peaches.
You
She
know.
over there trying to get quiet now. Don't get quiet now.
Don't get quiet now. We
Did
can
you
do.
just-
We gonna do some things,
And you
and
trying
we
to
got
get
some
her?
things that we need to do. You know, jumping off the dresser ain't just it. We could jump off the ceiling fan. We could jump off the porch. We could jump off the
I need my
sidewalk.
$40.
We could jump. I gave you $40 on the dresser already.
That wasn't enough.
I actually gave you the $200 on the dresser, but it's okay. But like
You
I'm
finna
saying,
get RKO this evening, ma'am. You finna
You
get
know-
Randy Orton.
you know,
30 vinaigrette.
I'm all in. I'm all for it.
Our
Whatever
head,
is going,
bathroom,
whatever is on your mind, speak your mind. If not, show me better than you could tell me, or you could start this and I could finish it. You ain't said nothing. You know, it ain't nothing. Bust it
See,
wide
that
open.
goes back to where I first asked, because you have some people that you don't have to necessarily have a conversation. You can give them and show them little bits and pieces, and they're gonna take off.
I drink to that.
Anyway, ask you.
You ain't got.
Some people are more comfortable in that thing, but how do you get to that point?
If you already
I
feeling,
told you.
or it doesn't take much.
I ain't want to hear from you, monster.
Oh, me?
Not you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Let's just leave it out the way. Don't touch me.
Come back. Come back.
You said
Tell him
monster.
come back.
No,
Oh,
talk
Come
your
back.
shit,
Don't talk
Chef.
to this one with the red hair.
Talk your shit, Chef.
No.
No.
Talk your shit, Chef.
I asked a
Yes,
question, and Chef was answering my question. Please continue.
Peaches.
Peaches is gone.
Who's the chef? The
You, nigga.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm the chef.
You chef.
I'm the chef, the bartender, all that.
Okay.
No, so it don't take much. Like I said, can you repeat the question again so I can make sure I got it correct?
I was saying, because I was telling her with some people, it's if their partner is not open or understanding or willing to have that conversation, how do you open up that door? With some people, you can have that conversation, and then you have some people you can show them.
Right.
So I was asking, how do you even get to them steps?
You can take the initiative, or you don't even if they uncomfortable. You know, you can hint around to the to the conversation. If not, you can make a gesture. You know what I'm saying? An innocent gesture.
Because I did.
And then you never know. No, you ain't do that.
I did. I was very
ma'am, they
innocent.
talking to me. Hold on. You can make an innocent gesture.
My gesture
You know
was
what I'm
very
saying?
innocent with
Or
when it
you
came
could
to
just not say nothing and go for what you know.
But I tried
and then-
that and you didn't do that. No, my ass.
You could go for that. You could go for what you know, and you never know what you might get. You understand? You might pull something out the box that was there, been waiting to get up out there, and just didn't know how to do it themselves. So by you taking that, you know what I'm saying, that initiative to show the interest, because they, first of all, they may not know if you're interested in them like that. So by you taking that first jolt of initiative to make a move, then you never know what you might get. You open that door and baby, we're gonna bust that bitch wide open. IJS.
So you're JS.
You see, that's my brother from another mother. I just had this same coalition from earlier. That's a brother from another mother. We have the same class. We done read the same Chronicles book.
No.
Because I'm down.
That's crazy that
No,
I
he wasn't.
said. Now, ain't that what I said at the beginning?
But she wasn't.
Not
Because
so-
you don't want to come off.
You said it in a different format, but yeah.
You don't want to come off.
Don't shush me. Because she wasn't.
You don't want to come off seeming like this is all we came for. Because that's not all we came for.
It was for me.
But it's nice to know where it can go and how it could be.
I came for that.
And that's
so let me ask. So let me ask you two a question, because you are married, and I'm just gonna hypothetically give out a situation.
Shit ain't hype. Put the shit out there. It ain't no hypothetical.
It is hypothetical because I don't know their situation, and I'm not trying to open that. I'm just trying to ask a question because I know they can actually understand my question and maybe get some insight of my question. Give me an answer. Just say y'all were into poly, right? And one of you wanted to enter or bring someone in, but the person that you brought in is more curious than anything. How do you prepare that person to be open where you would be the teacher, where you all will be the teacher, and make them feel comfortable?
First off, she's the boss. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
I know that's right.
She is the boss. You could come in all you want, but she is the boss, because this is who I'm obligated to. You're not gonna come in here. You extra. You're not gonna come in here and make no high demands and tell what you want. If you want to be part of this off rip, that's the boss.
You gotta respect your place, and you stay in your lane from day one.
Pretty much.
There is no elevate. There is no get over. There is no other. Bitch, you're here. That's where you're staying.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your place, or you will be dismissed automatically. If she not comfortable with something, she don't like something, you getting a little too extra, a little too carried away, or you fall in love. Hold on, bitch. Your ass got to go, because this is right here. This way.
Go out, yo, bitch.
This where it's at.
But that goes back to the level of respect. When they open up that door, the level of respect that they have for each other elevates. It doesn't stay the same. It gets tighter, and that's what it's supposed to do.
Right.
Because you got another party in there. So therefore, that means you all got to be more glued, because you don't know what that attention is until you find out.
Right. Because some people can indulge and then fall in love, and I'll be like, oh, I want this. No, ma'am. No,
and the only reason why they agreed to it, because their whole attention is to get one or the other.
Correct. And at the same time, you're not going to get one or the other, because one or the other is already together. So you not even included into this.
And I got bullets, so I don't.
Ma'am, you don't have to. We don't have to go through all that. You ain't got to be. You ain't got to be. But IJS. You know what I'm saying?
Please edit that. Please edit that. We gotta edit.
We ain't got to take it there. But like I say, I would not even give that the time of the day. I mentally and emotionally, I know where I'm at. And you know what I'm saying? I know what this is. If this is just what that is, then that's what it is. Say if it's even go to the depth of in-depth poly. When they always want to be round, always want to go out and all that. Listen, Linda, we could do all that, but at the same time, ain't nothing gonna go on without 1, 2 being right there with you. All this,
that's the way it's supposed to be.
We ain't doing that. We could just know you gonna wait for that nigga to come home so we can do all what we gonna do, and that's just that. Ain't no extra 2 playing. Nah. It's 3 or none. Period. Because you might start having feelings for that one, or this one might give you certain satisfactions and tingle your toes the way the other one did not. And we ain't trying to indulge in all that. What was your main purpose of getting in this in the first place? Which one really be straight up. Which one was you really interested in?
Yeah, because I only asked that because I was kind of in a situation where every time I knew it was more of he can go over there. He can go over there. He can go over there. Why is you sending your husband?
That part. And then it started coming more frequent over there than it is over here. They doing backflips over there when you only doing splits over here. Shit, shit running a little bit more juicy over there than it is over here. Hey man, we ain't doing that.
And then once it was done, and they went back to, I guess, the original, it was still, can I come see you? Bitch, wait, what?
See, that's when it comes to my motto. See me, and this is why I believe in when you're in relationships and you do this and you're comfortable, and when people start wanting to do this indulgent thing, I have this motto: it's an income with this outcome. Okay, I know my income. Mine know what I bring to the table. Mine knows how I move, articulate, or do whatever I do. However, you got to understand, if you want to be at this table at the same status as this mate, it's shit you got to take care of.
And I get that, but the whole simple that irritated me was, it's 4 months down the line. It's a done data. You went back to your ex. Why is you steady trying to peep in the door that you close, but your wife don't know?
Because it wasn't
trying to get that side satisfaction. You still got that spark in you. You still fascinated with what went on. You ain't over that. And your wife not giving you that.
He's not over the road.
If you never did it, to me, if you can come to that point, that means you done did it before. You say you never did it outside without your wife knowing, and why would you even step out and do it? And that's
because when they revert back to just being in a monogamy place, it done heighten they chromosomes to let them know that, okay, this is a drug. This is an addiction now.
Right. It ain't no now that fire is lit.
Yeah, it's an adrenaline rush. Yeah, you done open the door to the adrenaline rush that they can't. That's where the discipline comes in. Once you get that,
the wife might not be down with, not you, baby. Oh, okay. The wife might not be down with that type of shit, or she just can't get in with it. Don't know where to get in, where you fit in. Right. Don't know how to, where to position themselves. Don't know how to make it an equal opportunity effort when the time is going down. Don't know how to do that. So you gonna go where you can go get it. You gonna make your toes twinkle toe. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know. You gonna go where it's at, where you already experienced. Like, damn, that shit over there was fire. This shit over here is like, damn, you restricted me, you limited me, I can't do nothing. It's the same shit. I need this scratch that's got itch. I need that. Oh. And they not providing that. So
you gotta get shot, sir. She's really listening. You about to die. No, don't do it to you. Peaches, break your eye if you're alive. No, pew. No, pew. Your wife is very intrigued in this conversation. She's looking at you, but you might be Mr. Telephone Man this evening. How you articulating all this stuff? Y'all know? Please come back. If y'all have a baby, you just name it Spit Don't Swallow. That's all we needed to do.
Because I'm just trying to say, like, what? Because I used to be a poet. I used to write. So to know the meaning, to know what the words to input in the sentence, the correct.
My dog said, "I know how to articulate this move."
You know what I'm saying? When you trying to make an explanation to clarify the situation. I gotta fight. You did that. Just lay
So I have a group question. So, what is your level? Where do you feel that? Do you feel have you done reached your level of your intimacy as in taboos? Because I know Taz says she's still waiting on the Mile High Club. I'm over here still get to the place where I'm named after. That's a damn shame. And I be down y'all way all the time. I was like, bitch, I got a whole area named after me. Look at this shit. But do you feel that you have heightened, or are you interested in heightening your taboos to make your relationship stronger and build? Do you think that's something that could happen, or you think it's that your level of stimulation and orgasm will hinder you in your relationship?
No, because everything's supposed to grow. Your relationship grow. Your relationship grow. That you want that person more. The sex level is supposed to grow. The feeling's supposed to grow. You're supposed to be intrigued more. You're supposed to want more.
What you looking at?
So
you about to touch my whole wig off, ma'am.
Oh, my bad.
These two getting domestic over here. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Okay? I mean, this is not today. Not today.
listen, I don't even think we don't even need a conversation. We don't even need a topic with them two on here.
Okay, they over here being the topic. Y'all done gave me free cable. You know, I always like to show. Y'all know I love a show. You know, I take
elbows like,
listen, I'm always at work, and then when I try to get in, I try to watch y'all while I'm at work to see what's going on, to just give have a little insight. You know, I like a little stuff here and there. I'm mini missile. I come and I like. I don't know if you see me on the liking and hearting and stuff.
Yeah, we see you.
That be me. You know, I be there.
We respect that, Chef. We respect that, and we glad we finally got to meet the wine pour. Because the last time I'm like, that nigga is strong pouring that cup. Keep pouring that cup, sir. That is the bartender. We like that bartender. That leader bottle.
Yeah, we ain't.
Now I understand why you be. That's why it took you a whole hour to get here, ma'am.
None of that.
But
right, I'm always at work, so my days off is Saturday. So for me to be able to be part, I mean, interrupt and come and get in your little thing.
You did,
but I'm down.
This a family affair, man. You ain't interrupt nothing, sir. This a family affair.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Like they tell you at the church, come on in the room. We them people.
Right, we accept
all open doors. That also means she didn't deliver the message.
Yeah, she didn't. That's why. Look, you see how she came in like, what's the topic of the day? And then it was like, oh shit. Oh, that was the topic.
What you got going on over there?
I gotta talk with Sweet. What happened? What was that?
Hey, she done froze.
Mm-hmm.
Monster.
Look like she's stuck.
For real.
They used to be me with Xfinity, you know.
But I don't mind, you know. I'm all for it. Like, and I have a very open mind. You know, I'm very intellectual. I don't mind giving my little knowledge and all this about things. You know, we all could grow and learn some more. I'm all for it. You know, she want to be bent over backwards.
Oh, you want my spot flash?
Huh?
You want my spot flash?
No, I don't want. Because they didn't come to see. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. So calm down.
I walked in on my seat. Who that trying to say to you?
Because you ain't going.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
I can't stand your ass.
Yeah, I'm all for it though. You feel me? I'm all for the sexuals and just the enlightenment. Man. Not just that, but everything that's an insight that we, you guys discuss. I'm all for it, you know. Oh. You know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
so what I told her was, if you were free and there was a topic or something you wanted to jump in, it was open. That's why I say she didn't deliver the message.
I don't know if she gave it to me or if I was just tired.
Shall we listen?
I'll be sleepy when I come home from work.
I get it.
I tell
But
you,
we're gonna go ahead.
What you say, Mark?
I said we listen and we don't judge, which is a lie because I
listen, I judge and I don't judge. I might do some of both.
Listen, go ahead and close out the show, Miss Monster.
All right. So tonight I noticed, like I said, this 50 Shades of Grey over there, Miss Taz has a piece that I seen on there in the group thing. Yeah, you didn't see the thing when your entry.
what had happened?
You don't have
that wasn't a poem. That was the
that was just
description.
you. Oh, that was your description. Well, it looked like it looked very exotic. It was very exotic to me. I was like, oh.
Nope, it's when you enter the description is up there. She's trying to make that's not a poem, sweetie.
Oh,
I may go
that
ahead
is something. That was and do. I think you can do that. I think it would like to be in my inbox by Tuesday.
Oh,
because I got some stuff. I got to make a little book because I think what I want to do is I think we're gonna go ahead.
Your birthday. I am not performing.
Yes, heck you are.
No, the hell I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. But that's in the works. We'll talk about that another day.
Monster said so, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank y'all for coming on tonight with our sweetest taboos. It will be a part 2, but it's going to get more in depth of how we like to our fantasies. It's levels of fantasies.
Come on, little bit.
So it's going to get there.
Well, thank you all for joining us. We will be back Tuesday. Tuesday, we got Miss Stacy from West Palm. We're going to be speaking on PTSD and how music helps and able to cope and still have a smile on your face. So thank you all for watching. It is loaded on YouTube. See you all Tuesday. Be safe.
I swear I love the space I'm in.